Hello! So this is going to be a very quick tutorial on how to record virtual lessons with Zoom and ScreenCast-O-Matic and the pros and cons between the two of them, and how to communicate through SeeSaw. All right, let's get started. All right, so here are some pros and cons to ScreenCast-O-Matic and Zoom. And honestly, it's mostly just pros. I don't have like a whole lot of cons. With ScreenCast-O-Matic and Zoom, you can use the webcam to see the teacher. And then you can also increase and decrease the size of the teacher square, depending on what kind of scene you're in. Like right now, I think I'm an optimal size for this Google Slides presentation, but I can make myself bigger. Hello! And bring myself down to small, bigger, smaller. And I can also make myself disappear. Bye! All right, and I'm back. So that's good. You have the use of webcam for the teacher. You can hear the computer audio. So with ScreenCast-O-Matic, like if I were to play a video, you could hear my computer audio, but you have to have the upgraded version. But with Zoom, you can actually do this by just selecting the option on your settings to share computer audio. With ScreenCast-O-Matic and Zoom, you can share videos, save them to your computer, and then upload them to YouTube or the Drive. And then you can also capture computer screen while you teach a lesson. So just like I'm doing right now, this is ScreenCast-O-Matic. It's my preference. It doesn't have the fun backgrounds, which kind of stinks. That's a cool pro about Zoom. But you can capture the screen as you're teaching. The cool thing about ScreenCast-O-Matic is it's really easy to pause recordings while you transition between screens. So if I were here and I want to say, oh, let's go watch a video, blah, 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 I could pause this and then seamlessly just pop up in the next screen, which would be the video, and you wouldn't see that transition of me opening up YouTube, typing it in, like that kind of thing. So it kind of keeps that away from the student's vision, and it's less distracting to just be able to say, let's go watch a video. Boop, we're watching the video. You know, that's just my opinion. Something cool about Zoom is the green screen background. That is not something that's offered on ScreenCast-O-Matic. However, ScreenCast-O-Matic has excellent editing features, and that's kind of like higher level stuff that we, honestly, if you wanted my help with, reach out to me. We can get into that. I'm able to like slice up videos, cut them, put new videos inside of them. Like it's really cool and super user friendly. The ScreenCast-O-Matic editing features are fantastic, like the coolest thing I've ever used. But that's like some next level stuff that you don't have to worry about if you're just kind of starting to use it. You know, you're getting started using both of them. Anyway, so ScreenCast-O-Matic, I have put in some links here. I'll put them in the description of the YouTube video too. We have the video tutorial on how to use ScreenCast-O-Matic, and then I have an example, a lesson example of a lesson I did using ScreenCast-O-Matic. Next is Zoom. I have a tutorial here on how to use Zoom to teach a lesson or to record a lesson, and then I also have an example of a lesson that I did with Zoom. Now, this is the only lesson I've done with Zoom so far. I did it for my birthday because I wanted a fun background, and it was like a little bit more whimsical. So I kind of wanted the cool green screen background. But honestly, I haven't done any of my core lessons with Zoom yet. I still think it's a great option if you get used to using that. Personally, I just haven't gotten used to using that yet. So this is my first attempt at a Zoom video. I wanted to show you guys how to use it because it's free and you don't have to upgrade to use those features that you find on ScreenCast-O-Matic. And what my team has done, we're taking all of our videos, we're recording these videos using ScreenCast-O-Matic or Zoom, and we're creating video playlists. And the way this looks is we start out with a morning meeting every day, and then we do a brain break. Then we do a lesson, usually science, then a brain break. Then we do the science activity, a brain break. And as you keep going down, you'll see that we have a brain break in between each lesson. We have science, social studies, ELA, and math every day. And this meets that 2-hour time frame that they want us to have instruction for our students. And for science and social studies, I've broken them into 2 parts. So it's the same lesson. We're still doing health, but we had part 1 of health last week, part 2 of health this week. And then we had an activity for health last week. It's a new activity for health this week. Same thing with social studies. And then we're switching out daily. There's a new article every day on News to You. We do a new weather and what's it called? Calendar every day for News to You. It's just a great way to start off the playlist, and I've gotten feedback from parents that it really helps establish routines. It's really nice to start off your day with calendar weather. What day is today? What's the weather going to look like? Just like super routine things that the kids can expect. I think everybody benefits from that. So that is what we do in our team. Next, we're going to talk about SeeSaw. This is just what it looks like to be inside of SeeSaw. I love SeeSaw. And I have right here a link to me using SeeSaw. I did a whole video of like how to get in there, how to add students, how to add families, what it looks like to add announcements to your page, that kind of thing. And then just some key points about SeeSaw. SeeSaw is confidential. Only people you invite to your classroom, such as parents and students, can see your notification. Or your notifications. I've actually had related service people contact and ask to get involved with my SeeSaw. And I think if they're willing to do that, that is awesome because they'll see everything that I'm updating for my students. I know that can be overwhelming, so I would never ask that my related service person like be a part of it, but I was just kind of offering it. Hey, I'm doing this thing. You want access to it? See if you like it. No pressure. That way they get the same visual of what the parents are doing. They know when my live lessons are going to be. They know when my individual lessons are going to be. So it's helpful for them to stay in the loop. You're going to be able to see when a parent or student has viewed your posts or messages. You get like a little notification. It's just like Facebook. It's seen by so-and-so, and that's great. I'll show that on this video too. For whole group messages, they can be posted on your journal, or you can send private messages like to individual parents, individual students. You can add your teacher's assistants to the classroom so they can see communication with your class as well. Then I have the related service thing on the bottom too. This has been really helpful. My TAs are always the first people to like my posts in SeeSaw. It helps me know like, hey, my TAs know that I have a live lesson on Thursday. And I reach out to them separately, like, hey, are you ready? Can you do this time? That kind of thing. But it's nice for them to have the notification too, like, oh, here's the Zoom ID just in case you lost it. And I'll see you guys at 12, about 15 minutes prior. I'll always post something like, hey, see you guys in 15 minutes. So excited for our live lesson. Everyone is under a extreme amount of pressure right now, and everybody deserves little reminders like that. It's if you can do it, then I think it's just a nice thing to do. So, all right, well, and that, I believe that's it. Yep, that's it. I just wanted to post this video because I don't think I'm going to go this in depth when we do our meeting today. So just in case you missed anything or weren't able to attend, or maybe you didn't come to the meeting and you want to use these things, I'm just going to post this on my YouTube channel so everyone can have access to it. And if you send me an email, I'll probably respond with this video, and that way you'll have kind of like a catch-all for the things that we're doing. All right, thank you so much. I will see you guys soon. I miss everybody.